Hey guys, this is me, Arthur, and you are watching How to Draw Creepy Creatures. First of all, I want to apologize for not posting in such a while. I kind of got busy with other projects, such as publishing my latest book, Rapunculus Book 2, An Unexpected Road Trip. It's part of my fantasy humor series, so you could look it up. But that's why I was away, so really sorry. Now, because we're in November, I wanted to do Native American creatures in order to celebrate. So I came up with a great one for you guys. It's called Pukwudgie. Now, some of you might know what this is. It's basically the Native American equivalent of elves. They are described as being about 3 feet tall, hairy, sometimes with horns, and they have supernatural powers such as the ability to turn invisible, to disappear, teleport, and if they're friendly, they'll give gifts to the tribes, like they'll protect them and things like that. However, if they don't like you, they'll shoot you with poison arrows. They were often blamed for outbreaks of diseases like smallpox and things like that. In fact, many Native American tribes still take this legend very seriously, and they even have ambassadorships to the Pukwudgie, so you can get a job to kind of liaise to their tribe. So it's a really interesting legend, and I love how similar it is to European folklore. It shows just how much different cultures have in common. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to start with a head. Now, the Pukwudgie's head is said to be a little bit big, like rounded. It almost looks a little bit like a gray alien with hair. So just kind of imagine that. All right. Walks on two legs like a person. In fact, the head might be a little bit too big. I'm going to shrink that a little bit because he looks less like a fairy and more like a Powerpuff Girl, which isn't what we're going for. All right. What I kind of like about this particular fairy legend is that these are kind of like the tougher fairies. They're kind of like the badasses of the fairy world. So they describe them as having weapons, so I'm gonna make them look really tribal, really kind of cool. All right, so gonna give him a bow. Gonna give him a quiver of arrows. Gonna have him reaching for one. Right. So this is our skeletal structure so far. All right. All right. All right. Now we're gonna do the muscles. He looks a little bit stout, and I kind of think that he's supposed to look skinny, but we can fix that later just drawing the basic muscle pattern. All right. Now that we've got that done, let's flesh him out a little bit. Okay. Kind of gonna do a cross between toes and paws. Perfect. Yeah, there are actually still sightings of these creatures in the United States and Canada. It's it's interesting that legends like this could persist to modern times. That's what's cool about stuff like this. It doesn't matter how technologically advanced we become or culturally advanced, we still retain these little bits of the older world in society. And I think that, in a way, that should kind of be encouraged a little bit. I mean, obviously, you shouldn't encourage delusions and tell people to believe in fairies, but on the other hand, I think it'd be sad if that idea completely died out in the world, and it's kind of cool that there are little slices of it that still have people who believe in this stuff. Okay, now let's do a face. Now, they're supposed to look like a cross between cute and menacing, kind of like a goblin. So I'm going to give him big eyes. And kind of like a flattish nose, a little bit like a monkey. Okay. Gonna make him growling a little bit. Okay, that's what I was going for. Menacingly cute. Kind of like when a kitten's angry at you. Yeah, like that. Still, they can spread disease, so if these things did exist, I wouldn't want to get on one's bad side. So, let's kind of give him pointed ears like an elf should have. Gonna give him a notch in this ear like he's really tough. kind of try to define his rib cage just a little bit. Oh, just a little bit. Now I want him to look like really cool, tribal, epic. So I'm gonna give him like a loincloth almost. Yeah, he kind of supposed to look like adorably epic. Okay. Now. Okay. Yeah, I might need to do the hand a couple times in order to get it right because it's at an odd angle. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's work on the bow just a little bit. I want it to look like very simple, like handmade. In fact, what I'm gonna do is that the scale is kind of relative because sometimes they're described as like a foot tall, 4 feet tall, several inches tall. So I'm actually going to play with the scale a little bit and add striping onto the bow. See, like that? To imply that he made his bow out of a porcupine quill, like just stuff he found on the forest floor. I thought it'd be a cool touch. Okay. Alright, let's give him like a headdress almost, maybe like out of a bird's skull. Okay, let's kind of add where the quiver should be. Where all those little arrows are. kind of make the feathers look a little raggedy. Yeah, kind of make all of this look like just stuff he found on the ground, like while he was running across the forest floor. Okay. Can I add a little shading there? Alright, let's add some shading here. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we lost a little bit of detail while shading, so... You know what? I think it'd be cool if he had, like, makeup on or something like that. So we're gonna draw a little bit of war paint. Okay. Alright. Let's add a little bit more detail. Okay. And there we go. Sign up for your harvest mark. All right, we have just drawn Pukwudgie. Like, share, and subscribe. For the rest of November, I'm going to be doing Native American creatures, so if you guys would like to leave any suggested creatures in the comments, I love that, and I really just like doing requests, so any creature that you're interested in me drawing, just put it in the comments. Also, if you finished a lesson on this show and you'd like to show off your artwork, you can send it to me at arthurwrotethis@gmail.com. As long as you give me written permission in the email, I'll show it off on the show with your name so that everybody knows that you did it. All right, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and goodbye.